Welcome YouTubers to Disable DM. I'm Driven D&D. I'll be DMing a Copper Jackal one-shot tonight. And I have with me Mary, Jonathan, Garth, and Arthur. So we will go around in order introducing the characters, beginning with Mary. And also you can plug
Hey,
YouTube
yes.
channels, etc.
No, if they don't know me by now, then whatever. Anyways, I'm Mary Chris, and I'm going to be playing Gaia Ablarine. People have seen her. She's my quirky druidess paladin who is absolutely adamant that she is Bahamut's champion.
Awesome.
Next.
Garth, you're up.
Right, I'm Garth. I'm going to be playing a human rogue named Thrak, who's a fire ant chapter of the Copper Jackals, and who has taken Copper Phasing as his support group base boon there. And he's also got the story-touched background from Point of Inspiration. So he has gone through some sort of a life event where he has decided has discovered he's caught inside of a fairy tale and he can't get out.
Awesome.
And that's that.
Jonathan, you're up.
Okay, I'm Jonathan. I will be playing the character Song of Wind. She is a brass dragonborn. She is of the Night Huntsman. She is a monk, and she wields a stone sword that was taken from one of the statues in the monastery where she grew up. And she has actually also carved a flute that has given the sword its name of Northwind's Keen. It doesn't actually affect the battle usage. However, occasionally when she's making attacks, it does add a whistling sound to her strikes. She has also taken Copper Guardian, helping those around her as she is wont to do.
Awesome. And that leaves Arthur.
Okay, hi. My name is Ásgeir Óttar. I have lots of fun hearing people trying to pronounce that. I hail from the land of fire and ice, Iceland, and I'll be playing a half-orc character whose copper name now is Half. The most obvious reason would be because he's half-orc, but that's not why. He likes to cut things in half. Mostly living things. And mostly bad things, but sometimes not so bad things. But that's just the way he is. Orc morals aren't really human morals. He grew up in a nomadic tribe of half-orcs. Small tribe, and he used to fight with crude weapons, makeshift clubs and whatnot, until one day his tribe was attacked, and he single-handedly defeated the invaders and gained a shiny new greatsword, which he named Shiny. And from that day, he just sort of found his calling.
Awesome.
So that he could do more than just be. He could protect and help others, defend lives, not just create chaos with his berserking rage.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Sorry about this, viewers. Little bit of technical issues.
How old is the kiddo?
6 months.
Oh wow, nice.
No, actually 7 months today.
Oh,
Awesome.
Which is good because I'm giving him food intended for 7 months plus.
Yeah, that would be.
right on.
Happy 7 months! You can eat this now. Actually, that's my youngest of 3, so
Wow.
quite skilled at this.
Okay.
You can see I'm actually doing.
Oh,
hey.
he's back!
Yes, had
You have a DM
had
again.
to load the original version of Hangouts. If you guys wouldn't mind typing in your character names, AC, and passive perception into the group chat, please.
Hmm.
And we'll give them a minute to do so. AC.
I think I'm gonna have to
16 for
reboot
Gaia.
to do that too.
Okay. Yeah, you have to be on the original version to use the group chat, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just clicked the link, so I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. Okay, half is AC 15. Passive perception 14, nice. And Jonathan, how about you?
I'm coming. Alright, I'm working on it. Well, the nice thing is both numbers are the same, so.
That half orc is very perceptive.
Yes, he is.
More so than the elf. What?
And that's gonna be a good thing.
Alright.
Songwin
So.
AC and passive is 15.
Okay,
Mhm.
so we're traveling with half song, whatever
Gaia.
Garth's character name is. I should, well, and then there's my character, which I'm starting to think maybe I should run with Hey You with how the names are. Just like, song, half, Hey You.
Yeah,
We just call him the new guy.
copper jackals usually have a very short name.
Works better on the
so.
attainment links.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, I see
Oh my
Garth
goodness.
is back.
Garth, what's your character's name again?
Yep.
Thrak.
Thrak.
Okay.
That's right.
So
Garth
that's
and
half
Garth
black
and
song
I.
Gaia.
And I'll need his AC and
We
passive
could just call you
perception.
Guy, and then it's all single syllable.
There you go, right. Guy. Hey, Guy. I am not a guy. I am Gaia. Very much woman.
Oh. Is Gaia the only female?
Yeah.
No, song is woman. So.
Ah,
Oh,
damn it.
no. Song
Otherwise,
is
I
Yeah,
would
now
have
the
been,
woman
using it. Otherwise, I would have been using this. Hey guys, all the time. Yeah, that's what I said.
And what
And lady.
and what is Thrak's AC and passive perception, Garth? Okay. 13. Wisdom's 11. So, plus 1. So your passive would be 11 as well. Awesome. So, to begin out, You guys were sent to recover a magical tomb. However, that mission failed when all of you were captured and taken to the slave yards of Caress, a location that is said that no one has ever escaped from. You awaken in dank, dark cells with knives pressed to each of your throats. Oh, Gaia, as you awaken and you look up, there's a man, and rather elderly, he seems to be 50-ish some years old, kind of broad, saying do what you're told and you'll get along fine, and perhaps we'll even have a bit of fun. What do you do?
Gaia just kind of narrows her eyes on this man. It's like, I will do what the Bahamut tells me to do, and if he wants me to help you, then I will help you. But whatever fun you have in mind, not happening.
I don't think you see the situation, slave.
Well, of course not.
Hey. And if you look around, you recognize that all your gear is outside of the cell, scattered on a table with some other guards. And that you are bound by chains around your feet.
I have a quick question. Do I think that if I use this copper phasing, which will affect everybody, all of my party members within 30 feet of me, can we get out of the chains, run to our weapons within 6 seconds? Like with one round?
Possibly. However, you would have to first determine where your party members are. As in, each of you are
I'm
in
assuming
different
that
cells.
People in chains are on my side. Oh, can we not see each other?
No, you guys
We can have our
you guys
tournament
are
thing
in
going on.
different
Guys with
cells.
hers on.
So it's not bars, it's walls.
Yes, it's walls. Walls and a doorway that's partially open behind this man that Gaia sees.
Okay, then I'm probably first thing I'm going to do is exactly what was just said, that I'd start looking with my copper attunement, seeing if there are other jackals nearby, and then I'm just going to be looking for a space where I can do the phasing and then run for the weapons.
Your entire party's close by. These cells aren't very big. They're only maybe 5 feet by 5 feet.
All right, so right now I'm listening and paying attention.
Yeah. And if you establish a link, you would hear whatever Gaia's saying.
That guy just looks at this old man, just like, I may be a slave now, but Bahamut's will be done, and it will happen when you least expect it.
He let us.
She just
his will can happen. It matters or not. I'll have my pleasure either way. And he's looking over you. Quite obvious what his intent is. It's good.
Yeah, she's just like.
You waken and up to a knife at your throat. this younger gentleman and standing there says, "Be quiet, slave, and do what you're told. You're to go work in the mines." What are you doing?
All right, I'm making sure that I can use that attunement to make sure I can locate everybody, and then I'm trying to listen to see what I can hear from the nearby cells.
Okay.
And I'm getting ready to go incorporeal and pull everybody into the incorporeal state with me and make a run for the weapons. So I'm very much watching the guards at those tables across the way.
Hey, you do only see 2 guards at the tables. However, there is a guard in each cell. That's right.
Right. Although once
I
I'm
was clearly talking to somebody.
once I'm incorporeal, I'm not worried about the knife on my throat. I'm really thinking about the guy that I'm going to have to run across the cell, get to that table, and get those guys away from the
Exactly.
weapons. That's where my thinking process is.
So, Song, you wake up with a knife at your throat, and a middle-aged man looking at you says, "We expect there to be no trouble from the likes of you." It would be a shame to see
Song just kind of-
another dragonborn put down.
At that, Song's eyes narrow, and she's reaching out through the attunement link and realizing, okay, we're all close. And she tries to very quietly tense herself, and she just says, "Whenever we're ready."
Okay.
Very good.
Half, you waking up
Got smiles.
to a female slaver looking at you. Mid-age. It says, "Behave nicely, and you'll be treated fairly. Perhaps sold to a prince or a queen."
Okay. Quick question. I can only sense other copper jackals through my attunement at this stage, right?
Yeah.
It's later that I can actually communicate. It's next step of the attunement.
As
Okay,
soon
that's
as
correct.
you guys figure out everyone's nearby, you can use the attunement link to talk.
Oh, okay. Second question is, we do know each other, and this
Yeah.
copper facing would something that I would sort of expect to happen. Right.
Yeah, you guys were sent on a mission prior together, which failed, which led to this situation.
Okay. Just figuring out. I was gonna cock punch the guard, but doesn't have a cock, so I was watching Deadpool last night, so but he does it anyway. He just
Like, it still hurts, but yeah.
he's gonna do it anyway, just because he's not that smart, and he just pushes forward, so the knife presses into his neck,
Okay.
and he said, "Slave." Cock punch. And I'm gonna punch her in no cock area.
Okay, she lets out says, "I can see you got
That's a
fire
20 on the
in
die.
you. We'll have to break that spirit
I-
before we sell you."
So I shouldn't roll attack for that.
You don't need to.
Sometimes he likes to have it.
But I rolled a 20.
It's a really solid blow.
Yes, really solid. Too bad it wasn't a guy. Alright. So, you guys are able to
I think as soon as she hears. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. You guys are able to tell that your companions are all within about 25 to 30 feet of you through these walls.
Okay, then I'm just going to... Go ahead.
I think as soon as Song hears the grunt of pain from one of the other cells, she's immediately going to launch an attack at the person pressing a knife in her hand, although she's going to attempt to break his arm.
Okay.
So would you like me to roll for that, or...
Yeah, since you're trying to actually break his arm, go ahead and roll.
Alright. That's not likely to be a success. That is a 9.
Unfortunately, you didn't realize you're trained by the feet, so when you go to move forward, you end up falling on your face.
All right, well, now that I can hear scuffles and attacks from the other cells, I'm going to let everyone know through the attunement that we're going incorporeal, and then I activate that.
Do note that your person, the guard person, would hear you say that unless you are able to whisper
It's
it
the
without him.
attunement link, right?
Yes, but you have to speak it.
Oh, you have to say it?
Yes, you
Why
have
would-
to
okay.
actually speak it.
Then all I need to... Well, then all I need to say, though, is phasing out, probably. For you guys to know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy would just smile as she hears this, just like, oh man, this old guy, he is going to get some hell brought down on him.
The only thing
Bring
about it is you've got one round to do whatever action it is, and we know the weapons are right across the hall. So I mean, so I'm saying phasing out, and then I'm immediately running past the person, past the
It's
bars.
not the weapons she needs. She just needs her hands free. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah, baby. We're going to do some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, half goes.
So,
Okay.
so as you guys phase out, you hear the clink of the chains falling to the ground. And each of you have 1 round to do whatever you're going to do. Which is about enough time to go grab your weapons. So, Gaia, what would you like to do?
Gaia is not as interested in running out and grabbing her weapons. She's more interested in showing this guy that he's her bitch. And so, she is going to, like, when the chains drop, I'm assuming that the guy is kind of going to be momentarily surprised, just kind of like, what? And she's like, yeah, honey, that, Muhammad, grabs his head and will cast flaming spear right on his head.
As you
but it's
go
gonna be
to
lightning.
grab his
And-
head, your hands pass right through it.
Whatever. And she'll then just put her hands to the side and please tell me the spell's gonna hit him. Because, yeah.
It
So-
would next round.
Can you see her?
No, actually, they cannot see you guys incorporeal.
Okay. okay, so
Wow, that's
reworking
even better.
this. So, yeah, falls down, she's like, ha! Goes up to him, woof. Oh, ghost thingy. Runs out, and runs past her weapons, or like tries to like regather them because it's like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pick that up. Darn it.
Well, 6 seconds.
So.
That's what you've got. I mean,
Yeah, so at the
But
end
if she's
of
go,
the round,
like,
you
she
would
can't.
be able to grab
I
your
want to give my
weapon.
weapon.
but if they can't see you and you walk up right to where your weapon is, then as soon as you become corporeal, then you just pick the weapon up.
Exactly.
Actually, I'm going off that kind of idea. She's actually will go out, but again, she's not focused on getting her weapon. She's not. She
Right.
will walk out thinking about game, but it's like, wait a minute. I'm going to be back to my self here soon. So she's going to position herself right behind him and prepare to just zot his head with a full-blown lightning ball. So,
Okay.
yeah, she is ready to just grab his head as soon as she gets her physical form back.
So, Song of
Next.
Wind, what are you doing as you're incorporeal and the chains fall off of you?
She kind of heaves a sigh of relief that none of her fellow copper jackals saw her whiff as she was attempting to take care of and disarm the guard that was on her. She uses the time that she has to scurry out. She doesn't really need her weapons, but she realizes we probably ought to be fairly close together when we come back. And so she kind of positions herself by her gear and is ready to secure what she needs to and react to the guards as they begin to realize that maybe their prisoners aren't prisoners anymore.
Awesome. Half, what are you doing?
Okay. He always, while communicating through this copper attunement, he always grabs his ear. Like that works, like he's talking on a walkie-talkie or something.
Okay.
And that's what he does. And he knows this lasts for like 6 seconds. To the count of 6. So he's just simple like that. So he just stands up and he starts counting. 6, 5. Starts walking
Awesome.
and counting his step. And he but in a hustle, you know, goes outside, sees the guards, 2 guards standing near the weapons, and he picks up his pace, and with each step going faster and faster, counting down, and he wants to, you know, aim it, time it, so that he'll be like 10 feet away from them when he actually comes back to the he becomes corporeal.
Okay.
So
Right.
they would hear 1, and then he just jumps at the both of them, tries to grapple them,
Okay.
just bringing them
awesome.
down. He tackles them.
Thrak, what are you
That's
doing?
what he would do.
I'm definitely looking for my pack because I want to be able to grab my hand axe and one of my bombs.
Okay. So, as this boon wears off, and you guys recover your weapon, and we will roll initiative.
Shuck. Oh, come on. Let Gaia have this. Let Gaia have it. She had prepared. Gaia, don't let me down. 15? Let that beat the guy. Let that beat the guy. I just need to go first before him. -1. Oh my.
15.
I rolled a 19, so I've got a 21.
Okay. I think that other is 16.
Ow.
4 for half, 21. Nice. So the order will go Thrak, Song, Gaia, the Slavers, and then Half.
Light up on this guy's face! Oh, I'm not muted.
So Thrak, what? So Thrak, how are you
I'm guessing I had to...
acting to being able to grab your weapon, and I will need everyone to make Constitution saves as well.
Okay. Okay, so you want the Constitution save first?
Sure. And I'll tell you why
Okay.
when I have everyone's roll.
Okay. I've got a 13, but it's -1, so 12.
Okay.
17 for Gaia.
So Gaia save. Okay. A. Half is safe. Okay. Hey, unfortunately, there is an epidemic of lung rot going throughout the slaves. And it appears Song of Wind and Thrak have came down with it. But lung
So
rot
Gaia doesn't have any lingering effects.
No. She's safe this time. And lung rot is basically the D&D version of asthma. So if you get overexcited and move too fast,
Like Gaia.
you start coughing. So Thrak, as
I'll
you,
just tell you guys about Gaia's
you
experience with lung
decide
rot.
what you're going to do, describe how this lung rot is affecting you as well.
Alright, so as soon as I start moving, I notice that I'm wheezing. It's hard to even get a full breath in. And I stumble over to where my pack is to start pulling my bombs out, grab my hand axe. I'm going to still, even though the wheezing is making me somewhat lightheaded, I'm going to try to take a swing at the legs of the guards that are near me, because I can see Half coming towards me. So I'm hoping that'll be a double whammy.
Okay, go ahead, roll your attack.
Oh, so that's an 18, so 21, 23.
Definitely hits.
And oh, darn it, 2 + 2, 4
Okay, so you
on a leg.
you managed to catch the edge of this slaver's leg, nicking him, but it doesn't seem real serious, but definitely distracting. And are you gonna try to move away from where you're at, or?
I'm trying to get under the table, so not a long distance, just getting back where I know Thrak can come in and just clobber people.
Okay.
I mean, where Half can do that.
Okay, you duck under the table easily enough. Song, you're up. What are you doing? And describe how the lung rot's affecting you as well.
Okay. As Song regains her corporeal form, she realizes her lungs are tighter than normal, and she starts coughing. And as she's coughing, these little gouts of flame kind of puff out between her teeth as she tries to get her breath steadied with a breathing exercise. And with a very deliberate, measured look, she looks at the guard closest to her and just unloads on him. This is going to be an attack and a flurry of blows.
Okay.
So 4 attacks. I'm going to roll all 4 of them at one time, so we'll see how fun this is. Okay, so that would be a 12, 13, 14, and 19.
Okay. The 12 is the others all hit. So describe what it looks like as you're pummeling this slaver and roll your damage.
Yeah. Song launches into a well-known attack routine for her, but as she's still coughing from her lungs being off, her first swing goes a little bit wide, and she kind of growls to herself and concentrates and pushes through the pain of her chest spasming. 8, 15. Yeah, I can do math. It's 15 plus 7. 22 damage.
Okay, so describe
for my
what
3
it
hits.
looks like as you dispatch this slaver. One of the 2 that were guarding your weapons.
Okay, we see this brass dragonborn come coughing, and flames are kind of puffing out of her face. She takes a slightly wild swing, and the jar just kind of reflexively backs his head out of the way, and she just uses that balance to come around, and she lands a kick on his thigh, and you hear a crunch of bone, and as he leans down, the same fist that he just dodged comes swinging back in a massive blow to the side of his head, followed by her other hand slamming into his neck, and you hear his horrid popping sound.
Nice.
As he goes limp.
Nice. Nice. Okay, Gaia, you are up.
Can the guy get disadvantaged since I'm right behind him? He's not anticipating me there, other than like, where'd she go? Like he might be jumping back into her or stepping back into her because she's right there behind him with her hands positioned, ready to just.
Yes, you would have advantage.
Excellent. I don't need advantage. I want him to have disadvantage because he has to make a dex save. And he has to be a 13.
Okay, yeah, it would be disadvantage then. Not that it matters.
Wait.
He failed on the first
Did he make
roll.
it?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Awesome. Because basically what she's doing, as soon as she feels her corporalness come back, she just starts working her hand, just not touching him or anything. No, actually, no. She does first just grabs his head and starts saying, "Yenavnud and Niv Itstrov," and just keeps repeating those words. And like the initial spark just goes like if there was a tunnel between the ears, it would just literally just boom right between, and then it starts to swell into this big staticky electric ball of lightning because she's basically casting flaming sphere on his head, and that thing takes up like a 5 by 5 foot space. And so he then takes 10 points of lightning damage. And she has this pretty little staticky ball of lightning on his head, and she's very happy with her work and can't wait till next turn to keep it there. So he can move away, but she's gonna keep sending that thing at him.
He's pretty charred up and screaming
And she's
in
blocking
pain.
his exit.
And
Awesome. And she's totally between him and the door, so.
however, he is going
But those you.
to try to move past you since it's the slaver's turn. Which, unfortunately, if he
Can I elbow
does
him to the face?
manage...
Okay.
Okay,
But don't you want to come back and have some fun?
Gaia, make a strength check to keep to your feet as he's trying to bowl you out of the ring.
11.
Unfortunately, he manages
I don't
to
think
knock
11's gonna do
you
much.
over. And he's
So the 17 con save. Keep my.
he does manage to get out the door, but you do manage to keep your spell intact.
I thought we were having fun.
The guard that's left at the table is going to try to swing at half, rushing up to meet him. And he brings his sword down, barely missing in half, and it hits the ground and picks it back up, and he's standing there ready to fight half. The other three guards turn around, assuming the prisoners have escaped. One of them yells out to sound the alarms really loud, and you hear this echo going down these hallways. It's leading out of the chamber. And then they will turn and start rushing towards a group. However, they won't be able to attack this turn. So with that, it goes back to Thrak.
I think it's half, right? Half
right.
went
Sorry,
after the
yes.
slavers?
That's right, half. Yeah. Sorry about that, I was thinking
So I only get
even
half a
before.
turn then?
Yes, you only get half a turn.
So, is it my understanding that he swings, misses, and goes somewhere?
No, he's still right there. He just had to pick his sword back up.
Okay, so he's just there because... Okay.
Yep.
But, yeah, I was charging at him, tackling him, taking him down.
Okay.
Would that be a attack roll?
That would be a strength check.
Okay.
And he will
So,
do a dex
I won't be using
to try to
that die.
avoid it.
That's a... Do I put athletics on it?
You
Do I add
can use
athletics to it?
athletics if you want.
I want it. 22.
Okay, you definitely managed to grapple him, so describe how you're trying to restrain him.
Oh, I just tackle him. I just jump, grab him in my arms, put all of my weight on him, and bring him to the ground.
Okay, awesome.
So I would imagine we'd be knocked prone, or we'd be both
Yeah,
be prone.
you both would be prone with you on top of him. So, Thrak,
If I were to, I was going to say, if I were... Are you there yet?
Yeah,
Are we there yet?
what's
Are you
up,
there?
Pat?
Okay, hear you.
I was thinking about the rage, entering rage. Yep.
Okay.
I
So
would do that.
that will actually start at next round for you. So Black, as you see, has tackled this opponent and Song has killed the other one. You notice the three coming out of the cells. What are you going to do about it?
Okay, and it's also, there's two guys near the table, right? There's one that I hit, and there's one that half hit.
No, Song actually killed the other one.
Oh, okay. All right, right on. Can I see the exit of the cell block?
You do see a hallway leading out. And it
Okay,
is
then that's my
approximately
target where I'm.
20 feet from you guys.
Is there a door that blocks that, or do I have good do I have sight down that hall?
There is no door blocking it. It looks to be part of just the structure the way it was formed. However, you do hear echoes of sound the alarm coming in from the tunnel. So you are pretty sure there are other slavers along that hallway.
Right, but they must be more than 30 or so feet away if I can't see them.
Yeah, they're
that right?
definitely more than 30 feet away.
Okay, well then my first priority would be, since half has knocked this guy prone, if I can, I'd like to use my hand axe to hit the prone slaver.
Okay, and I'll give you a advantage since he is prone.
Okay. One of them would be a 16, so...
Okay, that definitely hits.
Oh, awesome. 8 points of damage, that's my max.
Okay. You managed to get a pretty good swing in it. You gash open in the slaver's cheek as him and Half's trying to struggle along. Are you gonna stay there or are you gonna move?
I'm gonna use half my movement to yeah, I'm gonna use half my movement to get towards the door because I've got that bomb in my other hand that I'm ready to throw.
Okay.
So I'm waiting until I can see them.
Okay. That takes it to Song. What are you going to do, Song, as you see a half has one of a slavers pinned and 3 more are coming out of the cells that you guys were previously in.
Okay. Song's pack has always been fairly simple, owing to her monastic background, so she quick slings it up over her shoulder and reaches back and pulls out 2 of the darts that she has, and she's going to throw one at two of the different guards. So it'll be 1 attack on each of them.
Okay.
Alright, first one's a 9.
That one misses.
They're both 9.
Okay, unfortunately, you start coughing violently as you go to toss these, and it throws your aim off, and you can hear the thunk of the dirt striking the walls.
And you hear just this real low fuck as Song kind of tries to regain her composure from the coughing fit.
Okay. Gaia, what are you doing?
She is getting back up, and she is taking that lightning ball and just rolling it out the door and over to the guy to the slaver that is trying to evade her fun. So,
Okay,
I
go.
need to roll attack roll first, Mary.
Go. Alright.
So, what does a 14 get me?
It hits. So go ahead, roll your
Awesome.
damage.
He can make a dex save to take either 10 full damage or 5 half. It has to be a
He
13.
does not make it, so describe what it looks like as your lightning ball disintegrates the slaver, who was
Whew.
quite insistent on having his way with you.
So she just gets up, kind of dusts herself a little bit, and repositions her hands, and just hauls that static ball over to the guy, so it just runs right into him, and he's just engulfed in the static, and smoke, sparks, and beautiful stuff until he is nothing but a pile. And she just kind of walks up to the static ball and looks down the hall, and any of the other guards she sees that is what happens when you disregard Bahamut's will. So, who's next? And, yeah. I'll roll an intimidate on that, too, just to see. 16.
Okay. Hey. You do see the other two slavers that came out of the cells look a bit concerned, and they start backing towards the doorway.
Man, they weren't lying when they said she was crazy. Alright, cool.
Hey.
That is her turn. She is ready to march this thing onward to the next baddie.
Okay, the one under half struggles to break the grapple but fails to do so. So half, what are you doing?
What sort of weapon did he have, and is he still holding it, or can I just pick it up?
He actually has a sword, and he is holding on to it. But you can try to disarm him if you
What kind
like.
of sword?
It just appears to be a crude longsword.
Mm-hmm. So, what sort of check would that require? Or perhaps there was someone standing. Someone attacked the guy, just right in front of me with a hand axe. Was it? So he would just reach his hand out. Give me that. And would he get the hand axe?
I believe it was Thrax who
From-
attacked with the hand axe.
Thrak. Is Thrak there? Hello, hello, hello.
He's
there
muted.
anybody out there?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute my microphone. I had run half my distance towards the opening.
Okay.
Did
Okay.
you leave your hand axe behind, or did you take it with you?
I definitely took it with me. It's my only weapon right now until we
Okay.
get all our gear together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it would
Since
be
it's,
a strength check to arrest the sword away from the guard.
So, stupid mechanics. Well, what he would actually do, that he would put his thumbs into his eye sockets and press really hard until he wouldn't move anymore.
Okay. So go ahead, roll a...
But mechanically,
roll an
that's an
attack
unarmed
roll.
attack.
Yes.
I would do so with an advantage.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage since you've been restraining him.
Yeah, that's 18 on the die. Do you want me to calculate that?
No, 18 definitely hits. So, give me a 1d4 or damage roll.
Do I add strength to that?
Yeah, it would be your strength modifier.
That's 4. So that's an attack roll. I do make 2 of them. Don't I? 5th level.
Yeah, you could make a second one to continue pressing in.
Yeah, that's like 18 or something.
That is as
Modified.
well. So another 1d4.
That's 6 points. 6 points. 6 points.
Okay, so describe the feeling as this guy's eyeballs smushed beneath your thumbs, and he is blinded and screaming in pain.
I just. Oh, so he's not dead.
No, he's not dead.
Okay. He gets more intense.
Okay.
Although nobody's looking, his eyes they're flaming. They're just actual flames in his eyes.
Awesome.
His irises are on fire, and he's just.
You might want to get that checked out.
As he feels the warmth, his thumbs submerged in the warmth of his body fluids. He just, that's what happens. Just a surge of
Awesome.
more anger. It just intensifies it, fuels it. And yeah, that's what he will keep on doing until this guy is dead.
Okay, Thrak, you've been watching kind of the passageway out, and you believe that the echoes are growing more distant, as almost if they're going to guard the other end of the exit of the hallway, in case you guys manage to make it past these slavers.
I was hoping you were going to say they were all running away. All right, so I'm making sure that nobody's coming down this hallway, and I'm basically setting up guard with the grenade bomb that I've got, but also keeping an eye to make sure that the rest of the jackals are not getting overwhelmed. As long as the battle inside this cell block looks like it's going well, I'm going to let the rest of the jackals take care of it. And I'll stay guard.
It definitely looks like it's going pretty well. So as you
I'd say you guys would also note, like,
action.
seeing that big...
Go ahead,
Right.
Mary.
I was gonna say, they would probably also note, like, seeing the big giant ball of statics, like, oh yeah, guy likes to throw that kind of thing around, and if we're in the way, we might get hit by it on accident. Like, she's not gonna purposefully hit you guys, but it's like, how many of these bad guys are in a line that I can just send this thing through? As well as she has this entanglement spell, as well as like this spike growth spell. So it's like, guy got this pretty well covered. Let's go pursue the other ones.
Okay.
Just a thought.
Hey. So Thrak will hold his action in case something happens with the passageway. Song of Wind. You notice that it is one more guard still standing up and heading over towards half. who is currently blinding another person, another one of the slavers. So what do you do?
Well, everybody would hear a low as Song admires the work that Half is doing with his massive thumbs, and just realizing that we all kind of need to get our stuff together because we're not going to stay here very long. She kind of kicks Shiny over towards where Half is, and then she'll move up right next to the guard and make it clear that he's going to have to fight her before getting to Half, and she's going to go ahead and take a couple of swipes at him.
Okay.
Well, one of those was a crit.
Nice.
And then the other one is a 17.
Okay, they both hit. And for the crit, it roll your damage, add all your modifiers, and then double it.
Okay. So that's 24 points for the crit.
Okay, describe how you
And
kill
7 for
this
the-
slaver.
Okay. As she kind of kicks the sword over to her half-orc companion, she just stalks up to the other guard as he's walking towards Half, and she actually her lesser hit kind of stuns him as she slams a fist into his side, and then she just spins around with this massive kick, and her heel actually tears in and splits part of his face off and cracks open his skull. You don't quite get brain oozing out of the case, but his head is definitely ruined, and it is now looking at the wrong side of his body.
Okay. Gaia, how do you react to a song just totally demolishing this last slaver that was standing? I think you're muted, Mary.
Well done, she says, and I believe 2 ran off.
No, they are both dead now.
Okay, sorry, I thought I'd heard something earlier about
Yeah, they
people
were
standing
starting
around
to
or an
head.
echo of something.
Yeah, they were starting to head towards the door, but your companions took them out before they got there. However, there is one
yeah,
that
so she's
is
like,
being blinded by Half still.
oh, he probably has. It's just fine. She just lets her staticky ball of energy disappear, and she just kind of dusts her hands. It's like, well, so that was fun. Teach them a lesson, and I got that one. Need any help? Half?
He's muted.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
So she just dusts her hands. I was like, I got that one, Half. Do you need any help? Sorry, I'm trying to do an accent for her, but she's basically saying like,
Half is furious. You know this. You may be looking at him from behind, but he's just. You're not there.
Alright, yep. No, she just still kind of says that. If he doesn't respond, she's like, he got it. Just.
Yes,
like,
you
from what I've
definitely
seen,
would know
that is what he does.
gets quiet and intense like that, it's best to stay out of his way.
She'll then go over to her things and pick up her short swords, her rapier. She don't got short swords in this one. She has a rapier. She's gonna pick it up and take her belt and put it around her again and sheathe her rapier and pick up whatever gear that I have written down on her character sheet and sling it over her. Put it in the pack and sling it over her back.
Okay.
And then she'll just kind of look at the others and just kind of like, I'm ready to go, Vigna. Let's go finish.
So I do have a question about the about when we were chained up. Did we have our armor and stuff on, or are we having to put armor on now?
No, you actually have to put armor on. Gaia, however, her armor is a leather
That's what I
tunic.
figured.
So it's basically just clothes.
Yeah, I was like, unless they've stripped her down, she's still wearing hers.
Right on.
Yep.
So you could definitely take the time to put on your armor. Half. This is
Yeah, if everybody in the room is dead, I mean all the slavers.
pretty much, because this
Nearly.
slaver can't do anything but
Half's got the
scream
last
in
one.
pain. And so Half, how
What-
are you going to dispatch this last slaver who's trying to pull your hands away from his eyes?
I'm gonna lift up his head and I'm gonna bash it to the ground.
Okay.
And
Okay.
repeatedly
Yes,
until he
since
stops
you're
moving,
in a
and then I'm gonna bash it
fury.
a few times more.
Awesome.
Then I would probably just like stand up with my hands still in the sockets and like, and then
Before you can actually lick the bodily fluids from your thumbs, as you go to try to shake this guy's skull that you've been bashing on the floor, you actually pull his skull straight off of the rest of his body. Hey, and then when you fling it up
don't
to
forget
free
those
your arms, it goes rolling down the chamber. And then you lick your fingers clean. And you guys go and grab...
cleaner.
Yeah, her cleaner. And you guys grab your weapons and your gear. And you proceed down the hallway.
Guys, just have her hands together, just all happy, and it feels so good to tossing some static back and forth between the two.
Okay.
So, when the guard was being electrocuted, did he scream?
Oh,
yeah.
surely,
Oh,
surely.
yes, they've all
Surely.
been
Unless his
screaming.
tongue got stuck to the top of his mouth. Oh! Like, he made...
Another question. Did song deal out some real damage in the way of screams and suffering?
No, I pretty much one-shotted everybody that I
Yeah,
took on.
she pretty much
Okay, then I
killed
say,
him instantly.
then I say, song. Why you not make sweet music like she?
Song just looks at him, and you just see this very fine smile splitting these brass scales apart as she looks at you. Is not my way, friend.
As you do this, Gaia, you're tossing this lightning ball back and forth, and you actually fail to catch it. and it strikes against
Oh,
the
what?
wall in the hallway. And everyone make a perception
I'm like literally talking
check.
like something. I'm literally like tossing something about that big, just like
I know.
like.
Perception
man.
check?
Yes,
Did you say perception check?
yes.
14.
That's the 12.
Okay, 12, 14.
Write it in the chat.
A song, and Thrak. Perception checks as well. 13, okay. And what was Thrak's?
Thrak was 13. But I don't know about song.
Okay, sorry, song. Perception 21. Okay, song, you actually catch a red shadow from near this as lightning bolt strikes the wall. And it looks almost like there's supposed to be some kind of hidden doorway there. You only see it for a brief second.
Hold up, friends. I think I saw something here. And I would kind of move to where I saw.
Guys, sorry, it's a clumsy hand. Just a spark.
No. In the light of the spark, I think I saw something here. And she would definitely go over and be looking where she saw the shadow and tentatively reach a hand out and kind of feel if she can feel a change. Because I'm assuming without the spark there, the wall looks like a plain old wall.
Yes. You do feel that there is definitely some kind of passage way here. However, you are unsure as to how it opens.
Maybe more lightning, as she just lets this little like spark come and then disappear.
Perhaps somebody could help me investigate this.
Awesome. So when you suggest that, I move over to where you're at, and I watch where you've been moving your hands, and I try to do an investigation over there.
Okay. Hey, go ahead, roll it.
I think that's a 15.
Okay, 15 is good enough to notice that it appears at the foot of the wall that there is a small crack. You believe that if you can wedge something in that crack, it will trigger the release for this passageway.
Does it look like I need to use something as large as a dagger, or can I use my thieving tools?
You are not sure how far back the crack extends, but
Okay.
the height and width of it, you think your thieving tools are fine. Long as they're long enough
Then I'll
to
start
reach.
I'll give that a try first, and if it doesn't seem to be, if I don't seem to feel anything with that depth, I'll try with the dagger instead.
Okay, so give me a sleight of hand check.
20.
Nice.
You feel what feels to you like your thief's tools catch edge on a thin wire, and you pour
Oh, far out.
on it, and this is section of the wall slides in, and you guys can see there's a dark passage right through it. Are you guys going
The half-orc
to
has
take
dark
the
vision, right?
passageway or continue down the hallway?
Gaia would be like, looks like Bahamut's
sure.
given us a secret passage. Perhaps this will lead our way out.
This is a dark passage, right?
Right.
Yes.
So what would I see?
Gaia also has a dark vision.
You guys see basically the same thing. It looks rather old, dusty, like it hasn't been used.
So dust and it's like 5 feet wide. Is it like man-made or like?
It does look.
Is it? I mean, is it like
it looks.
have bricks?
No, it looks more like it was dug out, and not very well dug. So whoever dug it out had very crude instruments, and then it looks like they set it up to be to appear to be part of this other wall. Perhaps some kind of escape tunnel, or for slaves that has been forgotten about.
As we go save them.
Yeah, right now I can't. Thrak is unable to piece together which fairy tale story he's stuck in right now. He thought it might be Hansel and Gretel, but this doesn't remind him of any witch story he's been in before. So he's going to let Half and Gaia take the lead since they've got the best vision. You know, about the lead in terms of deciding, do you want to take the side passage or go for the front?
Song would kind of speak up as we're looking at it and go, frontal assault is not necessarily a good plan. However, we don't know where this goes. I'm up for whatever.
Is this good?
This is a life made for fun, but perhaps we should use caution if we proceed down this hallway.
Where is treasure?
I was like, I have confidence that this, we find this because Bahamut helped us find this passage. So let's go down it and see where it takes us. So there must be a reason why we came across it. Why my spell happened to just go hit the wall and you notice. So, coincidence? I don't think so.
All right. Well, I'm totally willing to follow you down there.
Half rolls his eyes like, oh, brother.
Okay, so you guys
Gaia.
start.
Here we go again with the Bahamut stuff.
Hey, you saw what happened to the guy who dissed him. I kill him.
That's nothing. That's nothing. Just rolling the eyes.
You guys start heading down this passage.
Song's going to grab, if there were torches or something like that, Song's going to grab that so that the two party members who can't see can kind of have some light to work with.
Yeah,
Well, you know, your character and my character are very stealth-oriented. I think we could probably follow along, unless, you know...
We'll let the
Because
DM
if we
make the
make-
call on that one.
Yeah, you
If
guys
we
can
follow our
follow
friends.
easily, and Gaia
Yeah.
likes to play with lightning, so she can light the way.
These little static bursts of just like light, light, light. It's like a strobe light basically going on. So hopefully no one has epilepsy here.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled 18 for stealth.
Okay. Hey. So you guys are walking
To
along.
move.
And Song, you notice something a little bit strange. Age. Every now and then you see what looks to be some rotting breadcrumbs along this passageway.
Hey!
Okay, after she realizes that there's a few of them laying around, next time she comes to it, she's gonna lean down and pick some up and look over to Thrak and go, "Were you looking for these?"
I'm definitely surprised. I'm starting to put my hands on the wall to see if I can. I remember that it was sort of a rough-hewn passageway, but now I'm wondering if there's an illusion on it, and maybe underneath there might be gumdrops or peppermints.
No, it appears very real.
Right. Well, then I'm definitely mystified. I mean, this is fascinating, but I'm also freaked out.
You guys,
I missed it. What was there?
He found breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
yes,
Oh,
rotting breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Looks like maybe
Every
someone
time I
had
get confirmation
dropped
that
some
I'm stuck,
food
it's
every now and
very
then.
disturbing.
And
Those kids were
Okay.
taken a long time ago.
so I may or may not. No, never mind. I was thinking for a nature check to roll to see breadcrumbs rotting, meaning no rats, nothing eating the breadcrumbs,
Nothing
meaning no
eating
life,
them.
or
Nope.
Good thinking.
but would half know that because he's sort of like half-wit.
Oh man.
Yep. Aiming for that one. So probably I don't know if he would know with a roll of a 9. So for nature, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
you
thought.
you wouldn't think
I can see-
nothing out of the ordinary. One.
No, I can see Gaia, as it's pointed out with the rotten, moldy breadcrumbs, just kind of going, huh, it is a throw down very bad bread, or nothing around you to eat it. It go bad first.
Gaia, as you're thinking about this, your jackal bite starts to become very painful and hot. Almost as if it's burning you.
So, alright, so she's just like, ooh, she puts her hand to her eye. Does it burn her hand?
It does
Does it burn her hand?
it does burn your hand slightly.
Ooh,
Just from the heat
oh my
of
gosh.
it.
Guys, water? Or something, cold? Like, ow. Wait, oh my goodness, the cup was, your cup is burning. And she just kind of like keeps wanting to put pressure, but yet can't put her hand there and just like, I don't know how to get away from this. Oh,
I pass her my water skin.
Okay.
she'll pour a little bit in her hand, just kind of splash it up onto the copper piece of her eye.
Okay, it starts
Electricity and water don't mix.
it starts steaming but it
He's not
eventually
using-
cools it down. And no one else's jackal bites bothered him.
Is it still continuing to burn?
It did for a moment, but as you cooled it off. It stopped for now. Oh. And
Ooh.
Song and
Thank you, Thuck.
Thrak, describe how you're reacting as you figure out this passageway is very limited on air supply. And how that affects your lung rot.
Yeah, so my wheezing is definitely more pronounced, and it's getting even harder to breathe. It's just like being back in the battle, except without exertion. So yeah, definitely, probably very noticeable to everybody else that even as quiet as I'm trying to move, my breathing is exceptionally labored here.
Okay.
Thuck, are you alright? Oh, Tom.
That's what I was, half would go like, shh. I wasn't trying to tell the baby to quiet down, doing that.
Right.
Yeah, no, guys asking Thrak, are you okay? Are you having a panic attack? What's wrong?
I'll try to drink some of the water to see if I can cool off my throat a bit.
Okay, you drink some, and it seems to relieve it just a little bit. So you guys continue on your way, following these rotting breadcrumbs. You manage to make it to what you believe is the exit right as you hear the tunnel behind you collapsing. And you come out into a forest that looks like it is made of candy canes and lollipops.
Guy's going to do a nature check to see if she recognizes the forest. Just because it's like, this is curious.
I say,
don't
oh
think
no,
it's
not
10.
again.
I don't think a 10's going to do much for her, but she's just like, that's all of me. Oh my gosh, that baby. Oh. I laughed. Oh my goodness.
You do
Oh,
not
yeah, yeah,
here in the
recognize
forest.
the forest guy at all. And
Where's that
however,
baby coming
you
from?
do recognize
Baby,
that
baby.
the trees and bushes seem to be made of candy.
She is going to kind of walk up to one of the bushes and pluck off a leaf or pluck off a berry and just kind of examine it closely and smell it, and then she'll probably pop it in her mouth just like, what is this? I'm gonna, like,
Once I see that happening, I start to say, no, don't eat anything here.
Half wood.
Oh?
It does.
Sometimes when you eat things in this area, you get stuck in this area.
You went to a secondary area. She just kind of looks at him like, oh, okay. Doesn't eat it.
It looks
But half
to
wood,
be
though.
like a gumdrop.
Right.
Are you sure she like squishes it in her finger? Like, is it squishy?
Yes, it's a bit squishy, but not totally. It gives a little bit.
But I shall save it for later. You never know when you get hungry. So you better hurry out of these woods. But I suppose of places to get lost in. There are food everywhere.
We have to find an exit, something like a beanstalk or something.
A beanstalk.
Something like that.
She just kind of like thinks for a moment, just like, So
Is the candy poisonous? Because half ate some.
is not poisonous.
It was only after joining the copper jackals that he ever discovered candy.
Right.
Because our
However,
family was so poor, they didn't even have a house.
however,
And
as
then when he sees candy and recognizes it, he's just like,
yes,
I love
however,
this stuff.
as you do this, you hear a voice. Who is eating my candy?
Someone
See if I
just
can-
eats candy.
See if I can locate the source of the sound.
Look, you look up,
yeah.
up about 48 feet in front of you. There appears a very elderly crone in blood-red armor. She has black war paint on and is carrying a black sword, and her body is filled with scars. And
Scars.
all of you would recognize this as rich to be a harbinger. And it is said that only the most elite and experienced of copper jackals should engage one in battle. The other copper jackals should run for their lives. What do you guys do?
Half does not spit out the candy. He strikes a serious pose, spits in his hands, and pulls out his greatsword. And is ready for forever.
Okay.
Thorax says, "We are so sorry we became lost in these woods. We meant no offense."
Lost, you say? Perhaps
There is enough candy for everybody.
perhaps you should come for dinner. I'm sure a nice place to stay would help you on your way.
Indeed, it would. That's very hospitable of you.
Not a problem, dear.
I follow Gaia's lead and nod.
She turns and starts to walk through the forest, kind of glancing back to make sure you guys are going to follow her.
Okay. As Song realized that this was a harbinger, she's going to do her best to kind of unnoticed stealth off, and she's perhaps going to follow if the rest of the party does, but she's definitely trying to hide and not get noticed as everybody else has kind of made themselves obvious, and she's doing the best she can to avoid attention.
Okay, so give me
Are we
a
following
stealth
her?
check.
Gaia is.
Why would you?
She invited us to dinner!
She only has candy.
Maybe. Gaia doesn't know this. She's like, wow, nice. She's inviting us to
With
dinner.
protein,
So my stealth
not
check
so much carbohydrates. No good for teeth also.
What was the stealth check?
24.
Okay, you managed to blur into the forest pretty easily. Gaia seems to be intent on following her. What is Half and Black doing?
I want to try to. I want to pull her back, like no. If I were to, well, first off, what would I know about a harbinger? What would have to know about it?
You guys being
Because,
copper
run.
jackals know
If
basically
it's like a lair
to
thing and he
run,
knows it, I ain't going there.
and you do know that
It sounds like it's part of our
harbingers
copper
hate
jackal
copper
training.
jackals.
Dude,
They are sworn
yeah.
enemies.
Then I would pull on. Ooh. Yeah. I would definitely say no. Not good. We not go to lair. We fight here.
I don't think fighting is the answer, man.
I don't think she's.
We kill everything. We copper jackals.
If she bites,
Remember your training.
she invites us to dinner.
Okay.
I'm definitely following Gaia and the.
Also,
Harbinger.
what is also what is that? I have no idea.
What is what?
The harbinger. I have no idea what it is. Half does,
They-
but I don't.
Yeah.
So that makes half smarter than me, which is not a compliment.
They're basically
Must say.
just sworn enemies of the copper jackals. But this one's kind of flavored a bit. It would be basically an orc from a rival faction or clan. The same type of thing.
The rival gang.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Gaia and Thrak is definitely heading towards where this ritual
I
is
follow.
going. Okay. I assume Song's gonna
Again,
follow
seeing
as
that they're all
well,
following her
hidden.
discreetly.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys, eyes follow her through the woods for a ways, and you see a rather large gingerbread house. With looks like almost like a divinity type of candy fence around it. And she opens up the gate, says, come along. Dinner will be ready shortly. And he
At
walks
this point-
up to the house, opens the door.
At this point, Guy just kind of stops and looks at her head, just cocks to the side, and this is a very typical sign that you guys would pick up on that. Guy is thinking really hard, just like he just kind of looks over and he just goes, "There's something not right about this woman. Why would she live in a candy house?"
Through the attunement, Song would go, "Don't go in."
I mean, through the attunement, I say, our training says we are no match for this person. If we try to run, I'm not sure it's going to go well.
Wait. Why are you talking like we are going to attack her? She invited us for dinner. I'm just confused by the house. It's just... Whoa. Seems so unpractical. I'm sorry.
This is a place of great evil, I fear. I do not believe we should linger.
Evil, no. Eccentric, yes. Like, why do you guys always jump...
Eccentricity for sure.
Why do you guys always jump to conclusions if just because of one different is it evil or something like that? Anyways, unless you guys can really like say something concrete that would be like an obvious like it's this because she's evil. Like, I don't know, something very, like, factual. Like, she's just like, you guys are being weird. Like, I'm just trying to figure out why would anyone live in, like, don't you guys think that's a weird house? Anyways, let's go in and eat dinner.
You know, harbingers are dead set against the copper jackals. Not so much that they're evil per se, but they are definitely hostile to copper jackals. And all of you easily
Half would say
recognize this lady as being a harbinger.
Oh. So guy would... Okay, now the guy has a sudden epiphany of like, whoa!
Half would say, don't you know you is dinner? You is dinner.
Oh my gosh! You guys are right! She is evil! Why was I doubting you ever? Oh my gosh. The guy just starts walking away, like, kind of that backing up, like, we're not gonna stay, and whoever's with her, it's like, let's, get going, back, away.
Would you think it's a bad idea? Okay, half would say, it's bad. I take oil and alchem fire. Throw flasks. On house, maybe house will burn.
Guys, just kind of...
I think we need to let the story continue a little bit before we make a decision.
What story?
The story of the house.
Maybe
the story
we
of the
burn
candy
house.
forest that we're caught in.
What?
Maybe we burn house and easier to kill, Harbinger.
I know not of the stories that you speak of, but Harbinger is in that house. We go in, we may die. But then again, as she like gets another just kind of like this, woo, aha moment, just like, maybe that is why we were led here. It's because we need to kill her. Thank you, Bahamut. And she just turns around, starts running back. And I can just see
You can
everyone...
almost hear from the forest the solid thump.
I would, and half would then whisper to himself, through the comm system. Okay, maybe we stuff her in oven or something. I don't know.
I think our chances are better inside the house than outside. This is her territory.
Just be on guard.
Right. Always on guard.
And
with that,
and Song,
I am not here to say on guard.
so you suddenly realize you are still carrying the alchemist bomb.
We still have means of fighting. Come on, Thrak. Use your head.
Well, I mean, I thought he just said that Song was carrying it.
I never had it, I didn't think, unless we all had some in our packs.
No, I mean, that's because I'm a fire ant. I've got 4 of these.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, Song's hiding out in the woods.
I'm thinking it's going to be easier to use inside than outside.
Yeah. So, Song's going to be like, if you guys are wanting to go inside, I'll stay close. And she's basically hoping that you can distract the witch enough that maybe get into a position to, when the time is right, she can act quickly and help maximize whatever it is that we end up doing.
Okay.
So you kind of, in a little burst of, if you're going in, go. I'll be close.
I mean, let me double check. When we first saw the Harbinger, wasn't she like 40 feet in the air or something like that?
No, she was like...
Didn't you say that she was floating
40 feet away
armor?
from you.
Away. Okay, I thought she was flying above us this whole time.
No. Although you would be surprised
that
because
bad.
she is about
Awkward.
7 feet tall. but it's kind of hard to tell because
Oh, so I can look straight
There's a whole lot of women there. Holy crackers.
Okay.
And why don't we have everyone give me some kind of insight or wisdom check?
I got a 4.
19. Go Gaia.
So if I justified a survival check to you, would that work?
No, unfortunately, you will not. However, Gaia,
Okay.
you
All right.
you think it would be a good idea to light the bomb and toss it through the doorway and run?
You know, when I really think about it, I have a better idea. Where's that bomb? We could light it, throw it into the door. One of us obviously has to be a very good shot, and we ideally out of here and c'est la vie. You don't have to go in. We openly kill the creature from outside.
Not Burnhouse. Burnhouse. Decide.
Sorry. Ideas just come to me. I'm not sure if it's me who's not making up a mind, or maybe if Amos not making up his mind, and ideas just keep coming and warping. And sorry, this is
So I can now
I feel very good about
throw-
this one.
Maybe I throw oil and alchemist fire now?
Yes, go for it.
So I walk up towards the door, and I activate the bomb as I'm walking up towards it, but I want to see what's inside the house, and I'm getting ready to unactivate this if it's necessary.
You see just the harbinger inside. Looks like there's a stove inside that's lit, a table or with a bunch of candy and dessert on it.
Okay, do we need to make initiative checks or anything? Or we just...
Nope.
Well, in a moment.
As soon as the bomb goes off, yes.
All right, then I'll just drop it and roll it into the door.
Okay, and half
You know,
are
like,
you
roll it right into the
throwing
house
your
like a
flasks
bowling ball.
and oils?
As soon as I see him turn around. Turn around. Turn around. I would throw it on the roof. A
Okay.
flask of oil along with a flask of alchemist fire to intensify it.
Okay, so as these go
Good combo.
off, the house catches on fire, and you hear the harbinger screaming
I
from
would say-
inside as the door collapses.
I would say, this reminds me of song I hear in the Broken Elk. The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire.
Nice. Nice. You got... What are you guys
And I
doing
grab my
as
greatsword
the
by
house starts to burn?
I'm standing there waiting with my greatsword.
Gaia is actively looking around for any signs of a marshmallow.
Gaia,
I'm digging into my pack and getting the next bomb
you
ready.
do actually find a bush that looks to have small marshmallows on them.
Like the miniature marshmallows, or we're talking like a good campfire kind of
A
marshmallow?
campfire marshmallow.
Awesome.
But it looks small
She
compared
takes
to
it and
the
she
size of
pulls
the
out her
bush.
rapier. Okay. She pulls out her rapier and just sticks the marshmallow on and just kind of goes up just close enough to roast it. She's like, man, I might as well get something out of this. Like, I'm not getting dinner, but I'm getting myself a toasted marshmallow.
Half would stay really close behind with both hands on the greatsword.
Okay, you see that the house collapses after a moment, and and, and the screams from inside stop. And it
I rolled a 15 on how well I roasted the marshmallow. Important stuff here. Important stuff here. Okay.
Unfortunately, unless you're like me, you burn
Only a
it,
natural 20 gets
you
it perfectly
burn
golden.
it just slightly,
Okay.
which
Bummer.
is how I like them.
Eats it. Yep. Well, she eats it anyways.
So as you eat this marshmallow, you notice that the trees and the bushes are moving and shaking, almost as if there's a wind blowing. However, there is no wind.
She's gonna kind of just rub a hand along her stomach, feeling a little nervous suddenly.
And as you do this, your jackal bite sears up again. And when it
And
stops,
instinctively,
after a moment,
sorry, I was going to say, as instinctively,
no problem. After a moment, it stops, and you look back to where this house was, and you see nothing but a ruined hut. And the trees appear to be normal evergreen trees.
So what did you just eat?
She looks over to where she got the marshmallow from. Where is that bush?
You see a bush of blackberries, and you have blackberry juice all over your mouth.
Suppose it could have been worse.
It could have been much worse.
when her jackal bite burned her, half instinctively, just like previously, shh.
It's fun. It's fun for a none of your bites burn.
You guys finally make it
Anyone else?
out of this forest and start to make your way back to your headquarters. And that's where we'll be ending this session.
Wow.
So
Thank you for amusing me with that marshmallow.
So let's take a couple minutes and
that rocks.
and we'll go over really
Oh my gosh. I'm a dope.
quick what people liked about the session, kind of the highlight of the session. So let's begin with Oscar. What was the highlight
What I
of the
liked
session?
and well, the candy forest and the candy house was promising. Was sort of anticlimactic. How simple that was.
Yeah.
But it was.
And
I can't
naturally,
really say
I had two
one
ways it
thing.
could go. If you guys had realized you were in a fairy tale, it would have been the witch from Hansel and Gretel. And if you guys hadn't realized it, you would have had to fight her as a harbinger.
Okay. So that was just an illusion.
Yeah, it was kind of luck that
No,
you
man,
guys...
that was reality.
Yeah, it was kind of luck that you guys had figured out it was a fairy tale before then. Because fighting her would have been a tough call.
Mm-hmm.
So. But I really liked
understand.
how we mixed
Half
the
doesn't
copper
understand.
jackal and the fairy tale aspect, which is something that isn't normally done.
Mm-hmm. No, copper jackals are more of like the original Grim Tales.
Exactly.
Yeah, that Grimdark
No
Points of
fairy tale.
Inspiration PDF was really cool, and it was fun to see you mix them together here for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty awesome mixing them together. Although I was hoping you hadn't picked up on which one it was too soon, and you kind of did. Like, before I even put in the
It was too
clues.
easy.
I was thinking you were just rolling with it, like, oh, he wants Hansel and Gretel, I'm just going to throw in Hansel and Gretel. So that's kind of funny. It just worked out like that.
Yeah.
It was the only one I could think of where there were people trapped for a long period of time. I went through several others, but most others I couldn't come up with that same scenario.
Yeah.
Well, I know I liked our jailbreak. That was probably my favorite part of the thing, because each of us did something that was very unique. Like, I loved Gaia just like, I am going to electrocute you with this ball of electricity, and then I really liked how Half was just like, I'm going to gouge out your eyes and rip open your skull, and I loved your Gareth character's jackal thingamabobber. It's like, we're going to go to Incorporal and become ghosts, and then of course you got Song, who's like, one hit dead. Well,
yeah, that
four
was
hits,
really
but
useful.
one shot at the
because
guy. It's like,
Yeah.
I got a great team. This is awesome.
Yeah, because I did not know how you guys
good
were
hands,
even
Gaia.
going to get out of the chains to get your gear. That was
Just
just
walked out of that
totally
chair.
awesome that he had picked that and made it easy. Hey, so,
I was really worried about that 6-second thing. I was like, man, this could work, or I could blow it in this one round.
It was brilliant. I was a little bummed that she couldn't use her lightning right there, because man, she was like ready, like, oh, you're gonna diss Bahamut and try to have your way with me? No. She was ready, like, I'm gonna own you, and this is how it's done. Boom.
So, Garth, I'm sure loved the role play as well as the Grimdark and the Copper Jackal stuff. How about you,
yeah, great blend.
Jonathan?
It was fun for me, particularly in the jailbreak, getting that ups, and like it seemed to be every other thing that I did either went really well or went really poorly, and it worked together well. And yeah, I mean, hey, getting the chance to kick kick one guy's head open and you know, snap somebody else's neck, that's always fun. And then to get a chance to see how we were all kind of taking on different roles, and we have our thinker trying to go, okay, I'm going to go and watch and make sure that if we have some warning if somebody's coming, and you have kind of the two combat people going in and taking care of business, and then we have our magic
we
user
got a
being
late start.
herself.
So I kind of cut it short at that end.
I am curious, though. Why was it Gaia's copper jackalbite kept burning?
Because you were in the story. Bahamut was trying to tell you it was a fairy tale and not real.
Oh. Thanks, Bahamut! Thanks,
It was
Bahamut!
exactly what you said.
Wow!
Gods do speak to you.
Go figure. Yeah, no,
I'm sorry, Gaia. No offense meant.
So I think my
Yeah, no, it's actually kind of funny with her.
I think my favorite
Sorry.
part was that the fact it was a fairy tale mixed in with the copper jackal bit. I just think that worked together really good. Unfortunately, we were cut short on time with dealing with Dylan and technical issues that took up a bit of our time. But it is what it is. It would be interesting to actually do a series of these one-shots doing different fairy tales each time also. If you guys would be interested in doing that, maybe once a week or something like that.
Yeah, because I had seen that as part of like my own character's mental breakdown, but to see it come alive for everybody else was really pretty wild.
The voices are real.
I knew the voices were real. They can't tell me that isn't real.
It definitely was interesting, and I definitely would love to do some more stuff with the Feywild and fairy tales and kid stories. So, keep an eye out for
I
those
could do them
one
every other
shots.
week. So like every other Saturday I would be there.
Yeah, even like
They say
every
the big
other
one for me
week,
is
or,
time just because of work, but
yeah, or even like once a
Yeah.
month or something like that. So, definitely
I would
keep
definitely
in
be there.
touch. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully our viewers enjoyed it as well. And with that, I'll say, may the dice always roll in your favor.